Hello, mic check, mic check. Okay, keep it. Yeah, Yeah, she knows. Move on. Okay, Okay. perfect. And And what about her mic? Same, both of yours. Together. Yeah, either you mute together. So this is how it's going on. Basically okay. Online. This is YouTube. Okay. Same things on Facebook. So it's going. Yeah, it's always that. Hi everyone, Zora here with Kubra Ali. We both are making our debuts in the field of commentating, and we'll be covering the rest of the game today over here at the BPL between TDF Cricket Club and Toronto Knight Riders. First of all, Kubra, how are you? Everything good with you? Are you excited to be over here? Um, exactly. So before we get into the nitty-gritties of the game, could you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and how much you know about cricket and what got you into helping BPL out? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Amir, say a few sentences. Right. So, anyways, TDF batting first, 25 for two. Sixth over, Ragib is, spinning his magic as usual over here. Just recently got another wicket. New batsman is in. His name is Asan K over here. That was Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. So that's the end of the sixth over. TDF is 26 for two. A brilliant over there by Ragib, and Mohit is back again for his second over. The first over went for 8 runs over here, and I feel like TDF needs to sort of get going over here. 26 runs in sort of 6 overs is a little less, but yeah, I think they will up the ante over here. But anyways, Kubra, I'd like to bring you in over here. Um, I'm good, but I just wanna ask you like how like looking at this form of cricket, okay? Do you find these games competitive? Do you find these games interesting for someone who is new to the cricket setup? For someone who is just probably watching this for the first time, what are your first initial thoughts about BPL and indoor cricket? Hmm. Awesome, and that was a brilliant, brilliant, sneaky run that TDF got in over there. Um, Fielding is costing Toronto Knight Riders a little bit, overthrows and misfields. So hopefully they can sort of, um, cover that up. But again, Mohit is bowling some brilliant left arm spin. You can see the ball sweep, but that was a brilliant shot for six. What a beautiful shot for six over there. And Mohit really needs to, I think, put some pace on that ball over here. Yeah, I think he's a little bit, you know, he's not free flowing right now. I think the bowler has kind of got over him, and he's not really able to understand what he's spinning and which way the ball's going to turn. And I feel like that over from Mohit was exceptional, even though he went for a six over there. But other than one bad ball, I think he was able to bowl in the right lines and really did confuse the batters over there. Yeah, then let's see, because it's very important, because if you look at the score, which is uh, which is 34 for 2. So TDF right now is 34 for 2 in 7 overs, right? Which is a little less in my opinion. And they're getting a lot of dot balls. Look at that brilliant fielding. What a brilliant fielding by one of the teammates from Toronto Knight Riders. They've been fantastic today with their fielding. So I think the team that will field well will perhaps end up winning the game. Kubra, don't you think they're a little bit too defensive? They should be attacking and hitting more sixes and fours, no? What do you think is going wrong? Is it the pitch? Is it the mat? Is it just too good bowling? Or do you think Toronto just they're just too good, or do you think TDF needs better batters out there? Better batters. Hopefully they can come back and post a big total. A wonderful cut shot over there, but for no runs. No runs at all. Oh, and that's out. That is out. This is why communication is so important in cricket, especially between battles. Agree? What a wonderful pull shot over there. Yeah, good shot over there for I think a couple of runs easy. Um, and this batter, already is. He looks like he means business. He looks like he's strong. He's someone who's going to hit the ball hard. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Toronto cope up with him. Said Wafa in. Defensive, right arm off spin by Said, and I think it was a very loopy ball. That ball should have been put to. I think the next shot should be coming down the pitch and hitting for six. But no, I'm wrong over there. The batter seems to be a little bit out of form. Maybe he's not able to connect any balls. He's not able to get singles and doubles. Yeah, I think the first shot, at the start was pretty good. I thought he was looking good, but then unfortunately, um, it didn't really work out for them, and they lost a wicket over there. And again, another brilliant over by Toronto Knight Riders, 36 for 3 runs in 8 overs. One thing good about Toronto Knight Riders is that they have a very good spin attack. A couple of off spinners, a couple of left arm spinners as well, and they've really, you know, tightened the boundaries over here. There's no runs coming at all, and you can see, wow, that was, and I almost went for a six. Unfortunately, didn't have the distance, but you can see the intent over there from Reddy. Reddy seems like he means business. But the one who's actually struggling is Mohan over there. So hopefully Mohan can, get ready back on strike. You see, he's still defending. He's not able to rotate strike. He needs to be a little more aggressive. But let's see what Ragib can bowl, or what he can come up with next. What a brilliant catch over there by Toronto Knight Riders. Another wicket falls for TDF, and looks like things are getting a little tough for TDF over here. 40 for 4, and Ragib, out of nowhere with his loopy off spin, picked up 2 wickets. Yeah, they are pretty excited, eh? They're pretty pumped up, and it looks like that they're all over TDF, and TDF is in trouble. And I think that brings us to the end of the over as well. Yes, at the end of the eighth over, TDF is 40 for 4. Let's see what kind of plans TDF has for now. After this situation, I think a good target would be around, at least if they can get to around 90, if they can put on another 50 runs. Um, I think the next area that the batter should look to hit is probably. That was a very good pull shot, and I think that was a very bad ball from Saeed as well. It was very short. That was asking to be hit, to be honest. But unfortunately, um, when you hit it to the side in indoor cricket, you don't get too many runs. The boundaries are only straight. So if you want to hit a 6 and 4, to all our viewers listening, all the boundaries in indoor cricket is straight. So if you want to make sure you hit a boundary, it has to come right to us, Kubra. They have to hit it right to us, hit it to this net over here, and that's when they'll actually get 4 and 6. If it goes on the sides, they will only get 1 or 2. So they have to be a little careful in what kind of shots in which areas they want to hit. But that's what the bowlers are doing as well. They're very smart. The bowling is short, so that only allows for like a pull shot to come in. So they're not allowing the batters to hit straight, which is a very intelligent tactic employed by, yeah, intelligent move, you know, by Toronto Knight Riders. That was, that was a very good shot, but the batters were a little slow over there. I was expecting them to run a little faster because with indoor cricket you have to be very quick and the batters have to take a start. Almost got a run out over there as well, I felt, but like at least the cut shots and pull shots. I've been seeing a lot of cut shots and pull shots, but nothing straight down the ground. Ooh, again, single. They're just taking singles. I think Kubra, you need to go up there and tell them to hit the ball hard. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any fours and sixes over here. What's going on? Forward defense. Too defensive. That brings us to the end of the over.
TDF 45 for 4.
I think they've completed around 10 overs or 9 overs. Yeah. And only 45 runs on board. Looks like it's Toronto Knight Riders Day today. It will be very interesting to see what kind of tactics Toronto Knight Riders, you know, try and make use of in the last 4 or 5 overs over here. Because they've got a very good score, but the TDF has some very good batters as well, so they can really up the run rate if required, but they still have to bowl really well. Looks like Ragib is going to continue. What a brilliant ball by Ragib. He's really not allowing the batters to score runs and take singles at all. And the batters are not listening to Kubra at all. They're like not. उन लोगों ने कसम खा ली है कि वो छक्के और चौके नहीं मारेंगे. Another single over there by Reddy. Nice cut shot over there just for a single, though I'm not sure if singles are going to really help TDF over here. I think they need to get some boundaries in. Um, but yeah, I think Ragib has been impressive today and probably a contender for the man of the match. Oh, rare wide. A rare wide over there by the bowler. Extras, some extras for TDF, and TDF will need a lot more of that if they want to get to a competitive score. Kubra, what do you think is going wrong with the batters? Is it the attitude? Is it the technique? Is it the skill level? What's going wrong? Why do you think they're unable to hit boundaries? Why, are you implying match fixing or spot fixing? Do you think BPL? Do you think there's spot fixing and match fixing going on in BPL? Because you're the first one over here who was.
Oh, that was a good shot.
That was a good shot, yes, but no runs. Unfortunately, no runs. Yeah, I personally think that they need. I think they're just playing too defensive. Their mindset is not there to score runs, so they need to be a little more attacking and a little more aggressive. Which is why they're only 50 for 4 in 11 overs. However, Reddy is looking good though with 20 runs of 28 balls though. However, a little the strike rate is a little less, but somehow he's managed to put 20 runs for the team out of the 50 runs that they have scored. Looks like we've got a new bowler for Toronto Knight Riders. Yeah, this is going to be a very crucial stage of the game actually. Oh no, it's the same bowler. It's Mohit bowling his left arm spin. It's very interesting that Toronto Knight Riders are still going in with spinners at this stage. Usually spinners can go for a lot of runs. Which better? Like what do you mean? Yeah, I mean he did miss it. Somehow they were, but even the keeper missed it. So they were able to sneak in for a single over there. But overall, I think things are looking very tough for TDF, in my opinion. But I'm very impressed with Mohit, man. He's really bowled some very good left arm spin. Really, again, what a brilliant ball. And I think the batter is trying to cut every ball. He's not trying to hit it straight or sweep or reverse sweep. He's just trying to cut every ball, which is perhaps not possible on this wicket, especially on that line and length. So he has to be very careful because I'm sensing a wicket over here if they don't score runs. Ooh, another defense. See, Kubra, this is what I mean. Like they're too defensive. They're not attacking, and they should target these gaps over here right in front of us. There are some big gaps that they could perhaps try and get some. There you go. As we spoke,
Oh my goodness.
straight straight to the hands, and that's out. The batter did try to hit one, but it went straight to the fielder's hands, and he was able to take a brilliant catch under pressure, which means TDF has lost their sixth wicket. They wouldn't be excited at all. They'd be very sad because they've lost another wicket over here. 53 for 5, and I think it might be 6 as the umpire hasn't updated it yet. No, they are 53 for 5. You're right, 53 for 5. What a brilliant catch over there under pressure, because I felt like the way the batter hit it, I felt like that the ball was going for a 6 or going for a boundary. And like you said, it looked like it was going to be a very good shot, but he hit it straight to the fielder over here, and the catch was taken. So, unfortunately, just the issues for TDF seems to be piling up. Looks like it's going to be a very one-sided game. Looks like we have a new bowler into the attack with Parikshit, who's bowled 2 overs and only given 9 runs. Looks like he's a left arm pacer. Oh, looks like he's bowled a beautiful length over there as well. Didn't give the batter any room, and I think that's where he needs to be the entire night. If he can keep bowling that, if he can bowl that ball repetitively and bowl that for the next 5 balls, that would be a very, very good over. Exactly like that. No boundaries, and looks like the line and length over there by um, Curry is brilliant, and I think he's got it. And he knows exactly where to ball on this wicket, and he's using the experience that he has. He's really giving a tough time to TDF over here.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I have no words to be honest because, like I said just now, that he was bowling well, and it seems like he is, he's got his line and length, and that's exactly what happened. He used just short of a length over there and hit the stumps and got a wicket. That's the sixth wicket for TDF. And unfortunately, looks like Chetan is back on, and Chetan has a job to do for his team over here because TDF is struggling at 54 for 6. Parikshit looks like he's in extremely good rhythm and he's shining the ball. He's enjoying himself over there. He's got something going for him today. Today is his day. Another dot ball over there. One more ball to go for the over. Final ball for Parikshit over here. It seems like he's enjoying himself. He's in good rhythm, like I said, and let's see if he can get another wicket of his last ball. Ooh, another forward defense. It's been that kind of a day for TDF. Too many dot balls, not enough boundaries in my opinion. And I've got with me today from TDF.
Yeah, thank you, Reddy. Yeah, so
Okay, so I've got Pavan over here from TDF. Pavan, not looking like TDF's night today, man. 54 for 6. Not too many overs left as well. Looks like you guys went through a trial by spin, in my opinion. What went wrong for TDF?
uh, basically, I mean, like, definitely, I should give the credit to Toronto Knight Riders bowlers, amazing bowling, spin
Absolutely.
bowling, and they have a nice variation of bowlers with nice variation of bowling.
Yeah.
So what went wrong is I mean, like,
I mean,
swing.
I
I
can
would
say
say swing.
the swing.
Amazing swing, swing bowling.
So the opening bowlers had some swing, but I thought even with the spinners, like not enough runs were flowing, not enough boundaries were coming in. There were some slow spin, loopy balls that could have gone for a lot of boundaries. I didn't say intent. What do you think?
Reason being runs not scored in the initial stage.
Right.
So that is a
What a brilliant take
yeah,
by the wicket keeper. We a beautiful collection. Got the batter stumped, and unfortunately another wicket down for TDF. It's been that kind of a day,
yep.
and I don't know what kind of batting is going on over here. Looks like Toronto Knight Riders is all over this team over here, and Pavan over here is not looking like a happy man, that's for sure. And Pavan has no words to describe this sort of a shambolic batting display. 55 for 7, 55 for 7. Looks like nothing. Toronto Knight Riders can do nothing wrong here. They can bring in left arm spinners, off spinners, fast bowlers, right arm fast bowlers, and it seems to be doing the trick over here. Pavan, man, what's going on?
I totally agree with you. I mean, it's completely Toronto Knight
So
Riders
didn't you guys have
game
like a
so
team
far.
plan? Didn't you guys have a team
No,
plan?
because we got deceived, to be frank, with the kind of bowling they are doing. I mean, if you see the pace, the change in variation, that's I mean,
Yeah.
the fielding is amazing. They did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one good thing about Toronto Riders was they didn't give you too many extras
Yes,
to
that's
release
correct.
the pressure, right? They didn't give you too many wides, they didn't give you too many extras, and no balls as well, no free hits, and they were very consistent with their line and lengths. Even though it looks like that they don't have that turn or they don't have that flight or drift going on for them, but they are somehow managing to keep the line and length like stump to stump, which is making the batters struggle a little bit for runs.
Yeah, that's correct. And fielding, amazing fielding.
Absolutely.
The way they're fielding, the intent is very, very great. So, yep, definitely not the way we wanted to come up with. Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll try our best
I
with
mean,
our
I mean,
bowling and
I mean, cricket is a funny game, and
anything can change anytime.
anything can happen at any time. And I've seen like 60 runs being defended here as well. So it really depends on what kind of attitude you guys enter with when you guys get into the field.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
But I have another question here. Now, if you look at realistically, you guys are 58 for 7, probably at 2 or 3 overs left. What is the score that you're looking at over
We
here?
want
What
to
is it?
score at least 75.
75,
Yeah,
yeah?
to put the pressure on the young batsmen. Yes, as well as key bowlers and your main bowlers.
Yeah.
Early wickets, definitely. No extras, strict fielding. Things will definitely make
So
the
you
difference.
guys you're still confident that TDF can do this?
Yes, we are
Interesting.
very confident, and let's see.
Interesting. And who do you think are some of those batters in the team that are left that could take you to that 75 or that 80?
People are playing, the three people are playing, and we have a couple of other batsmen as well. So
Yeah,
they will definitely make the points work for them.
interesting.
So now it's how many overs?
I think we have, let me see, 14.1. Looks like,
So 15 balls.
yeah, 15
We have to
balls.
go like 15 runs. It will be sufficient.
Absolutely, 15 balls left. Just 15 runs. Run a ball. It, it's
Yeah, I mean,
easier said than done, no? And I had another question. One thing I noticed. Oh, what a brilliant catch! What a wonderful catch! And just like Pawan was mentioning about Toronto Knight Riders fielding, they've been brilliant. They've been diving. They've been throwing their bodies around. And by the way, this is not a very easy. You can't hear? Okay, okay, that's fine. What is, 'TDF is 62 for 8. Praveen is on strike over here. What a brilliant Yorker. What a fantastic Yorker. Not too many batters can do anything about that. That was a brilliant ball by Bharat over there. One thing, Kubra, that I noticed about Toronto Knight Riders was, the way they were bowling and fielding. They look like they're a team. They look like they have something going on. They look united. Do you agree with me on that fact?
Yes, I do actually. They do.
Yeah. And it seems like I can see passion. I can see passion when they play, and they're fully charged for each ball, and they're backing each of their players, and which is something very nice to see in indoor cricket as well. 63 for 8, just 2 wickets left, to be honest, and TDF could possibly get bowled out as well in 15 overs, which is shocking. A good shot over there, but straight to the fielder, just one run. That brings us to the end of the over.
Um, TDF 64 for 6.
64 for 8.
8? Oh, okay.
Yes, the scorecard kind of disappeared. I don't know why, but I think looks like the umpire is updating that. 8. 15.3 done. 65 for 8. Praveen Reddy still over there with 8 runs. Abhay, the new batter, in. One of three struggling. Not able to rotate strike. What a brilliant ball. It swung in the air, and unfortunately, it the batter wasn't able to handle that delivery at all. But somehow they managed to sneak in a single and get ready back on strike. 66 for 8. 66 for 8. Parikshit probably bowling the spell of his life. So for everyone who doesn't know, after the next after the next ball over here, the last over will consist of 10 balls, not 6. So usually it's 6 balls, but in indoor cricket, the last over consists of, I think, 10 balls. Interesting. So, like Pavan was mentioning, TDF's plan is to get to 75 somehow, and they've just got in singles and doubles. No boundary so far. No boundary so far, which is a little shocking. Quick single over there. That's the first time I saw um, some average fielding there from Toronto Knight Riders. I was expecting a much better performance from them over there, but unfortunately they let a few singles go, which is shocking. It's been like very long time since I saw the Knight Riders make a mistake over there. But other than that, they've been really on top of their things, and especially their fielding. 16 overs done. Oh, I think this is the last over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more balls left. Another Yorker drilled in, close, direct hit, and that's out. TDF, I feel very bad for TDF. They've been very unlucky. Not they've got no luck going their way as well. Just extremely sad. Yeah. 70 for 9. Last ball coming up. Straight up in the air. Fielder comes underneath and miss. Drop catch. Drop catch. And the batter sneak for another one. More drama. More drama. Will that drop catch prove to be costly? Looks like the momentum is slightly switching towards TDF over there in the last few balls, getting a few runs here and there. And commentators curse. As I said, TDF was going to get some runs here. The final wicket fell as well. 72 all out. 72 all out. And we'll be back with the second innings shortly. Stay tuned. The second innings have begun, and we've got Toronto Knight Riders, you know, off to a flyer. First one over done, 9 runs already. Looks like Arjun is looking good with 6 runs already, and they have to get what around 62 runs in 15.5 overs. So the only way TDF is winning this game, it's through taking all 10 wickets. That is the only way they're going to end up winning this game. Ready into the attack. A wonderful Yorker over there. That's exactly what they need. They need a lot of that. They need a lot of Yorkers, drilled into probably leg stump and middle stump over there. But things are looking tough. Things are looking very very tough right now for TDF. What a shot! What a flick off the pads over there for a decent couple. Oh, some miscommunication over there. No, but the batter got back in time. Um, good 3 runs over there. They have to ball outside the off. They have to ball outside the off. Anything on the pads down the leg, it's pretty much free runs. It's pretty much free runs at this point. So that's a wide, and with the wide, the bowler is down. I'm not sure what he slipped on because the snow is pretty much outside the arena. Um, but at least you can see Reddy is trying to put in some effort over here. He's really trying to get the ball going and put some pace over here, get some swing. But unfortunately, I don't know if he has enough runs on the board to really defend and create any sort of pressure. What a shot, but straight to the fielder. The intentions have been made very clear from Arjun. He's not gonna, hang in there. He's going for his shots. He's going to hit the ball, hard and try and get boundaries and make use of, whatever gaps that there are right now. That's a wide again. I feel like Reddy's like putting in too much effort. He's trying to do too much and again extras. If they are gonna give free extras, I mean this game is gonna be over in no time because they don't have runs on the board at all. As you can see, 2 overs, 20 runs. They only need another 53 runs in 15 overs. So they got a lot. They got a lot that they have to you know. Do if they want to win this game. But let's see, a new bowler comes in. Hopefully, things can turn for TDF. Mosher on strike, 2 of 2. That's it. They need a lot more of that. Dot balls, dot balls, dot balls, and then go for some wickets at the same time as well. What a beautiful shot, sliced through the gap. Batter wanted another one, but turned down by Mosher over there. That was a fantastic shot, to be honest, into the gap, and that ball did have some pace and swing on it, but he was able to carve it in the gap for a couple. Should have been 2 runs, at least I believe so. Oh, that's the ball. You want to use the pitch. You want to make sure that um, you know, use the surface in front of you and not ball too full right underneath the bat for the batter to swing and hit those boundaries. That's exactly where Hassan needs to be for the rest of his over and finish strong. Again, down the leg side, wide, not helping TDF at all. One thing that Knight Riders was really good at was not giving extras. and already I can see that TDF has they're very again another almost looking tough. That was a very close call, but I felt like that was wide, looked like a wide, but umpires didn't give it. But anyways, yeah, I think if they need to cut down on the extras. Ooh, that was a close ball. Close ball, almost. I think just went over the stumps over there. Nosher is looking a little rusty. Looks like Nosher is trying to find some form going on here, and this is perhaps the best game for him to score some runs, get some form back, because there's not too much pressure. The run rate is pretty much under control, and it looks like the bowlers are not getting too much swing, and there's a very even sort of bounce coming on as well. The ball is not staying low, so I feel like overall it looks like you know uh, they're having a pretty easy time out there, both the batters. Oh, what a shot! But literally straight to the field. It was hit really hard, um, but again, more of that is required. I'm surprised the captain gave another over to Reddy over here. Looking at how the previous over went, that ball almost went to slips over there. I'm not sure if that was umpire says not a wide. Ready into the attack. A wild swing by Nosher. I think it's the amount of dot balls that he has played that kind of irked him to play that shot or take that wild swing. 28 for no loss in 3.3 overs, 45 required, 13. Another wild swing again. Unfortunately, There's a loud appeal, but the umpires are not interested at all, and it looks like Nosher Mosher is, you know, I think he's got the wrong idea here. All he needs to do is rotate strike. He doesn't need to go for the big shots here. So the third time, the third swing, the same ball, deja vu. Um, three three dot balls continuously. That should create some sort of pressure, and I am sensing a wicket over here as well. Four dot balls in a row. Looks like Reddy has been able to create some sort of pressure um, on the side, and hopefully Arjun on the other end can keep the run rate in check. Raj went in for his first over. That was a very good first ball, and looks like TDF has been able to create some sort of pressure over here. Oh, tight single. Oh, the fielder wasn't able to collect it. Playing there. 28 for no loss, 4.1 overs, 45 required in 12.5. A good shot down the ground over there by Nosher for just a single. That's all Nosher has to do the entire night. Just take singles, singles, doubles. There's no need to take unnecessary risk or go for boundaries because you only need 40 more runs. Cut shot over there. Didn't get all of it on the bat, but lucky to have found the gap over there on that occasion. But I really like whatever I've seen of Raju. I mean, he's hitting the deck hard. He's creating some sort of chances. He's making the batters play the ball, which is why I feel like I won't be surprised if he ends up getting a wicket. There you go, another dot ball. Almost overthrew, but and there was no one backing the stumps as well. So looks like we have an interesting game. That's another dot ball from Nosher. Nosher is struggling over there from 6 of 13. So looks a little almost a catch, but a good shot. Whoa, what a brilliant stop over there by Rajwant. And there was a boundary. That was a boundary. Finally, shackles broken for Nosher with a boundary over there. So I've got Omar with me over here. Is gonna help me out, trying to understand what Toronto Knight Riders' strategy is over here. 31 for no loss. Do you think the batters are off to a slow start, or I saw some dot balls over there from Nosher as well. Is he somewhat out of form, trying to get his form back? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that there's not a lot of runs to score, so they're just taking their time and playing on the field, not taking too much risk. So I think we're just going according to the plan. We didn't lose any wickets so far, so I think so far so good. It just seems like an easy home run for us.
Absolutely. I think that sort of pitched outside leg, but that was a close call. And Abe over there with a brilliant ball, probably the best ball I've seen from TDF today. We've got TKR at 35 for no loss after and the sixth over going on, 38 needed of literally 10 overs. Um, Omar, I want to ask you about the spin factor. Do you think it's easier or harder to face spin on this wicket?
Um, there's not a lot of spin, but I guess because if you take your time and keep your eyes on the ball, it's easy to hit. Um, and it's not a turf where you have to be like, it becomes very difficult. So I think if you just take your time and just read the bounce well, because it's not a fast track. So when the ball bounces off the wicket, it just, takes its time getting it through. So if you just take your time, it's fine. You just don't want to, play crazy shots.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you mentioned something over there saying that as long as you can judge that bounce, because one thing we've noticed with these tracks, especially in indoor cricket, is that the ball sort of skids and stays low. And especially when a spinner's bowling, and if that ball stays low with some turn, that can create some nightmares for the batters. But anyways, Nosher over here is 10 of 14, kind of got his strike rate up with that boundary. And then Arjun is batting at 15 of 20 balls as well. Um, 36 of no loss. Close call over there again. I think pitched outside leg. Um, Another question I had is this your usual opening combination that you guys go with every game, or because of the easy target that you guys have up front, you've tried to give a chance to the other batters?
To be honest, this is my first game,
Okay.
my first time coming down here actually. So I normally play Super 9,
Right.
and so my friends actually started playing this year, so they wanted me to come and have a look at it. But it seems fun. It seems like that's like a typical opening that we go for with the two players that we have there. And yeah, I mean it seems like they've done a good job in the past, so that's why we keep giving them a chance to open for us.
Super 9 to indoor cricket at BPL. How's your experience been so far? I mean, this is your first game, I know, but what have you seen? What have you noticed? What do you like about BPL indoor cricket, this league, and how is it different from like outdoor cricket?
think so far I see a lot of young talent in making, and because I was looking at the other match as well behind the nets, and I've seen some like really good young talent hitting the deck hard. They're really young, so obviously the pace is not there.
Mhm.
But I think another few years they can actually, if they stick with the cricket, they can really play a good level of cricket and the hard ball cricket. And I think this is a good exposure for everyone, especially during the winter time, to come and play cricket and grow cricket in Canada.
Absolutely, I agree with you over there because looking at the harsh weather that we have, any cricket during winter is, I think cricket fans will grab with both hands. Um, but yeah, you mentioned something very interesting, young talent that you see. Any youngsters that you have in your side?
Um, it's my first time actually hanging out with the guys,
Yeah.
so I think there are a few people there,
Mhm.
but most of them actually have been playing cricket.
Mhm.
So, I think most of them pretty experienced. Most of them I know them from Mississauga Ramblers, so I think they're a good bunch of lads just playing cricket together. But it's more so on the other team that I've seen a lot of young people playing cricket over there.
Absolutely, it's good to see youngsters come out and play indoor cricket. Final question before I let you go, man.
Yeah,
38 in 6 overs. Okay. How many overs do you want TKR to kind of chase this target down by?
I think we should be. Well, I think they're playing a little bit slow to my liking. I think they should kind of attack now, especially if we have so many wickets behind and people who can hit the ball hard. But I think it probably should be done by 13 over, max 14.
Awesome. I agree with you. I think I'd like to see the run rate and strike rate go up and this game done in 10 overs so we can all go home. But on that note, good luck, man, and hopefully you guys win and good luck for the season as well. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an over full of appeals, but nothing has gone TDF's way. The umpires are not interested at all. And I think the umpires have been very lenient with allowing Praveen to even ball with the amount of, uh, you know, um, the pace that he's generating with sort of a suspicious bowling action, in my opinion. But anyways, this is indoor cricket. And that's a brilliant shot over extra cover by Nasher. He's finally got his rhythm back. He's finally got his form back, and what a presence of mind as well. Sharp presence of mind by Nasher. Sneaked in another single over there for that overthrow. So finally, things are looking good for TKR. The run rate's going up. They only need another 33 runs. Only need another 33 runs to win this game. Not a bad over from Praveen over there. 47 for no loss in 7 overs. Abe comes back in. Looks like Abe will be the bowler. Captain trying to set the field, and it's a very tricky situation for the captain as well because the batters are looking to attack, but they also are rotating strike. So which is a very tough call for a captain in terms of where to place the fielders, and whether to cut down the singles or have more fielders, you know, kind of stopping the boundary. But in my opinion, I think they need to cut the singles over here. If you give them a boundary ball, they will score boundary anyway. So I feel like the plan should be to cut down the singles, dot balls, and I think the wickets will come. Ooh, an overthrow sneaked. Very good Very good single taken by the batters over there. TDF has been a little untidy, in my opinion, with their fielding. I feel like they need to sort of concentrate and just make sure that they don't just hold on to the ball. If anything, just hold on to the ball, man. Share trying to squeeze that in the gap between um, mid on and mid wicket. Unfortunately, failed to do so. Another dot ball over there. Looks like the spinners have faced a lot of success today, and it looks like they have really a beautiful cut shot over there by Nosher for a few runs, and the bowler was too short on that occasion, so very easy cut shot. Runs are coming very easy right now. But yeah, I was saying earlier that I feel like spinners have really enjoyed bowling on this wicket because it feels like they are able to use the surface, kind of make sure that they get a little bit turn, keep the ball low as well, and try and skid it through the stumps, and get the batter a little late and a little surprised with the amount of bounce that is there on the pitch. So overall, I feel like it's a decent plan to go with spinners. Anyways, 50 up for the Knight Riders. 50 up for Knight Riders in the eighth over, and only 22 runs needed. 22 runs needed in 9 overs. You can hear the captain's really brought the field inside and is inviting the batters to go over the top over here. And Nosher took the bait over there. He did go for it. And oh, unfortunately, the fielder was not able to get into a decent position on time and take that ball and make that catch. But unfortunately, um, for TDF, that the batters got in another 3 runs over there as well. 19 needed now in 9 overs. Another whip down to mid on for a single. That brings Abes over to the end. It will be very interesting to see which bowler the captain goes to now, because there's only 18 runs needed, and at this point, with 10 wickets remaining, um, I'm making a big statement here, but I don't think even a miracle can get TDF out of this one. So this is gonna be a pretty tough situation from here. But I feel like from here, TDF should try and make sure they can take the game as far as they can to ensure that the run rate doesn't drop, and they can maintain a decent run rate, because in indoor cricket you will often see that there's especially for the fourth spot over there, there's some very close calls in terms of run rate, and usually the fourth spot is decided on who's got a better net run rate. But overall, I think a very poor performance by TK, I mean TDF today, and I think they will try and forget this game as soon as possible. Try and see what went wrong, come up with better tactics, especially with their batting. See what they can do better next time. And I think, in my opinion, they need more intent. They need to go for shots, and they need to play a little more fearless cricket. They have a decent bowling lineup. With whatever I've seen, I think they have a decent bowling lineup. But it's just that there's not enough runs on board for the batters to, you know, sort of, you know, feel any pressure. So they're going, about their business very easily, taking the odd single double, hitting the bad boundary for hitting the bad ball for boundary. So, and the good thing is that they can also, because there's so many overs left, they can even get themselves in by taking, like, dot balls. I mean, taking singles and just defending a few balls if needed. So I think overall. Very clinical performance by TKR, and they're looking good. And I think they're going to end up winning by 10 wickets over there. Another wild swing to mid wicket by Nosher just for a single, though. Cut off there by deep mid. And that takes the score to 56 for 0. 17 runs in 8 overs. 17 runs in 8 overs. Make that 16. Make that 16. Oh, unnecessary over there by Arjun. Extremely unnecessary. Again, a wild swing, took that bait, to try and hit it, to cow corner deep mid. Um, and the ball was there to hit, but I don't think it was necessary looking at only 16 runs needed. And this was a very good opportunity for TKR to kind of win by, 10 wickets and really improve their net run rate. But I think still they got the game pretty much in control. They've got a cool head in Nosher, who's kind of understood the situation of the game and what's required, and he's doing that perfectly well in taking those singles and doubles. But again, Praveen Reddy was able to take that breakthrough. He's bowled well today, almost 2 overs, just 8 runs, and picked up a very important wicket as well. Got the breakthrough, a very much needed breakthrough for TDF, but I think it's a little too late. What a brilliant over by Praveen over there. Just eight, just 2 runs came off that over, and also a wicket, a very important wicket. 16 runs needed in 8 overs. 16 runs needed in 8 overs. Looks like I can see the captain under pressure over here from TDF. Okay, and I think match should be over in the next 2 overs. Yeah, game should be over by the 10th or the 11th over here. Dharma into the attack. Oh, a very good Yorker over there by Dharma. I didn't see too much of that today by TDF, and I feel like that's where they had to be right from ball one, looking at the low score that they were defending. But overall, I think it was a pretty shambolic batting display by TDF, which will be the main reason why they lost this game. Um, and there's something that they need to reflect on, come back stronger next game, and see what they can do better, how they can improve, who are some players, if they need to make any changes at the top. But yeah, a lot to discuss for TDF after this game. Dharma is looking good, and he's got this outswinger sort of going away from Nosher, which is sort of giving a lot of issues to Nosher. He's unable to get ball on bat, and it's just he's struggling. Oh, that's another wide, and with that the ball is down as well. Again, Dharma is very excited. He's giving everything that he has, which is very good to see in a setting like this as well, especially when the game is one-sided, and it looks like TKR is going to win this comfortably. But still, you can see the captain from the other side, from TDF, really attacking and giving his heart out, trying to really bend that back and ball pace and get that swing going, and at least take a few more wickets and make some makes. I think that's going to be a wide. Unfortunate, too much effort over there, but ended up being a wide. 14 required of 17 of 7.2 overs. Nice cut shot over there. Another couple runs for TKR, which takes them to 61 for one. Um, they just need only 12 runs. 12 runs required. I think looks like Dharma's over is up as well. So just 12 needed of 6 overs, of 7 overs. 12 needed of 7 overs. 65 for 1, 11th over running. Praveen ready into the attack. 8 required of 6.5. Nasher is on strike, 26 of 33. An LBW appeal over there, but umpire not interested at all. And with that, TKR was able to take a single and take this, move that 1 inch closer towards finishing this game as well. So interesting. Parikshit is on strike now. I think he might try to finish this game with a big 6, knowing him. Looks like he's going to go for a big heave over here. Try and finish the game off in style. Nope. On the contrary, a forward defense over there. 7 required now. 7 required from 6.3. The game should be over by now, but TK are really, playing around and just too many dot balls over here. Oh, he's leaving the ball. That's surprising to see. We don't see too much of that in indoor cricket, leaving the ball, especially when you just need 7 runs in 6 overs. But Praveen has bowled a decent over, just 1 run so far. That also off a leg by for pretty much 3 dot balls. He's been good this entire game, just 8 runs so far. A nice shot over extra cover. Just the 2. Moves them to 68. 5 required now. 5 required. No share on strike. No, yeah, no share is on strike. Good ball over there, which had some late swing, which no share very tactfully, negated. And Nosher is really proving to play a very vital knock over here. 26 of 35, and much needed knock under pressure. Well, no, not too much pressure over here, but like he really took the responsibility of making sure that TKR really, chased this target down um, without any chaos or without any, wickets falling. So Nosher really took that responsibility, took a lot of pressure, and just made sure that he's there. And you can see he started off slow, some dot balls here and there as well. But I think overall he's played a very handy knock, 26 of 35, and the rest are pretty much all extras. A good cameo, I would say, by Arjun as well, who did support Nosher. But we've got Abe back into the action, and this is going to be very interesting to see what and how um, what he has to offer. And a shot, looks like another 2 runs over here, another 2 over there. 2 required, 2 required now. Just 2 runs. It'll be very interesting to see what Nosher does. Does he go for a wild swing? Does he try to finish the game off in style with a boundary? Or is he just gonna do what he did the entire night, take a single or double? Oh, reverse sweep! Reverse sweep comes in and beautifully played. What a way to finish the game. He did end up finishing the game in style with a brilliant reverse sweep, and I think just been a very sad day for TDF. Unfortunately, nothing really went their way. Runouts, drop catches, bad fielding, horrible batting. Just very mediocre stuff. But TKR on the other hand were just super from ball one. The fast ballers did the job, got them, got the ball to swing, move around, really created a lot of issues for the TDF openers, and then the collapse, huge batting collapse, and TDF was never in the game. But again, fantastic performance. You can see the scenes as well. KKR looks very happy. TDF looks a little dejected over here, and a lot for TDF to sort of to kind of reflect upon and come back stronger the next game. That's Zora here. She is, and as you can see, Toronto Knight Riders won by 9 wickets. Signing off, Zora from BPL.